Hey everyone, welcome to day 5 of the Metabolic Makeover Challenge. And today we're going to talk about stress. That's right, stress actually screws up our metabolism as well as our immune system. So let's talk about that one first. So if you were to get a kidney transplant or another type of organ transplant, the doctor will give you a cortisol producing drug, okay? Because cortisol is the stress hormone. And what happens is it shuts off your immune system. That way, since you have a weakened immune system, your body will not fight off the organ that has been transplanted in your body. Crazy, right? So we know that stress decreases your immune system, okay? Not good, no bueno. The other thing it does is cortisol actually is a fat storage hormone, just like insulin. So when you have high levels of cortisol, you actually store fat. So we want to eliminate stress in order to make over your metabolism, right? We want more muscle, less fat. Some ways that we can do this at a physical level is stress comes from all different things. So we're talking, it can be from a stressful relationship. Maybe your job or your home environment is stressful. Also, toxins create stress on our body. So obviously, sometimes if we're looking at relationships, sometimes we need to say goodbye in order to preserve our sanity, right? We can't change other people. We can only change our response to them. So relationships, creating boundaries is a really good thing at times. Having, reasonable discussions can also be another thing if you can't completely eliminate a relationship. And for your home environment, just make sure it's a really peaceful environment that you enjoy being at. And getting rid of toxins like cleaning products, skincare products, plastics, things that actually are toxic to your body, which creates a stress effect on your body. I love plants like this one right here. And I have lots of plants in all the rooms because what they do is they clean the air, okay? So we're not breathing in all these toxins, and they produce oxygen, which is pretty important, right? So really good addition, and you just have to water them once a week, no big deal. So another way that you can help eliminate stress in your body is a universal law called the law of attraction. And essentially what that looks like is we want to focus on our desired outcome, things that we want in life, not the absence of them. So basically, if you look at our bodies, which I've said before, we are cells, which are made of molecules, which are made of atoms. Now, if you look at an atom, all atoms have a frequency or a vibration, okay? So we want high frequency, high vibration in our body, okay? So what we want to do is focus on gratitude, focus on love and joy and peace and all things good. However, when we find our mind focusing on stress, doubt, worry, fear, anger, frustration, we're going to attract more of that because that what you think about, you bring about, all right? So there's a great quote that says, whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. You have so much power, more power than you can ever imagine. And so you want to focus on the outcome that you are desiring, which is equivalent to floating down a stream because it just puts you in this peace energy, this gratitude for what you have, and yet eager expectation for what is to come. Now, if you're focusing on the lack of what you want, then you're living in stress, doubt, fear, and you're swimming upstream. And that is a lot of work. So the secret is pivoting faster, catching yourself when you're flowing upstream so you can just relax and float downstream. It has to do with living in your heart space instead of up here in your head. We want to get rid of the ego and the critic that are bossing us around and trying to run the show, and we want to let our inner spirit run the show for us. It's just a lot better place to live. And we also want to lose judgment because God is the only judge and he waits until our last day. So instead of judging, we just want to live from a state of neutrality, a state of peace energy. So you're just more of a casual observer of the situation instead of shaking your finger at things. Just let it go. And a couple practical applications when you see yourself and you feel yourself starting to get stressed is you can do a simple meditation. Just take a 5-minute time out and just sit and listen to your breath. You can do an inhale for 4 and an exhale for 8. You can literally lower your heart rate by doing that and increase your oxygen. You'll just feel so much better. And another thing that you can do is do breath work, empowering breath work. And that way it will get you out of that fight or flight state and it will just bring you back into your heart space. There's energizing breath work, there's calming breath work, or there's just relaxing and letting go breath work, okay? One of my favorites is you do a wheel. So you say if you inhale for 4 and then hold for 4, then exhale for 4 and then hold for 4, okay? Just imagine like 4 quarters of the wheel and that will help you put yourself back into some peace energy and just release whatever is holding you back, all right? But always bring yourself back to what you think about, you bring about. It is like attracts like. So when you're in that frequency of love, joy, peace, you're going to attract more love, joy, and peace. A way that you can kind of visualize this is imagine tuning a radio. So if you tune the radio to a rock and roll, classic rock channel, you can't expect to hear, say, country, right? So you want to tune your own individual frequency to that which you want to hear or that which you want to experience in your life. I hope that gives you a little bit of tips for controlling the stress in your life. So today's challenge is balancing. That is the 5th component of fitness. And so what you're going to want to do is you can stand near a kitchen counter and just put one foot up sideways on your leg by your ankle and set a timer and see how long you can hold it. You're going to have to do your right foot as their base and your left foot as a base. So they're going to be different and it depends also on the pose. But you can just be close to a counter so you don't topple over. That wouldn't be fun. And just see how your balance is. Because let's face it, as we age, we lose our balance. And so many elderly people fall. So you want to gain your balance back right now. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you haven't done any balancing practices, perhaps maybe your balance isn't as good as it can be moving forward. So let us know how long you were able to hold your foot on your ankle. And that's a super easy pose. But some people are going to be great at it and others aren't. But it's okay because you can only get better. And I hope you enjoyed these 5 days of the challenge, and we'll see you tonight at the graduation workshop. Bye for now.